Fusion has grown with me, grown with PEMBREE, all the way through to today. It enabled me to launch the company with a really good value CAD/CAM solution. I started using Autodesk Fusion 360 a few years before I started PEMBREE. It allowed me to conceptualize ideas, put them into 3D models, and then 3D print them as well. I'm quite a tactile person, so I like to feel the products that I'm designing. Hi, I'm Phil Law. I'm the founder and product designer here at PEMBREE. We are a mountain bike components company based in East Sussex in England. I met a guy on holiday once. We were all there with our families, and he had a really nice bike, so I started to talk to him. And he had a lot of really nice components on there, and I naturally approached him and started to talk about pedals. And he had some plastic pedals on his bike. He explained to me that he goes through about 3 pairs a year. He loved them, smashes them on a rock and then throws them away and buys some more. And it was at that point that I knew that I had to start PEMBREE and to approach the manufacturing of products in a slightly different way. We are a carbon neutral company. We work with a charity called PEMBREE, who have supported us since day one, and they oversee our carbon footprint. This factory is powered completely on solar and wind power alone. Choosing the materials, where they're sourced from, the aluminium comes from within the UK. This is not the cheapest approach to manufacturing, but it's the right approach. I started using Autodesk Fusion 360 a few years before I started PEMBREE, and ultimately it's kind of grown with us. We launched our first pedal using the models that we created on Fusion 360, and brought out another pedal that we again designed in the software, all the way through to today, where we are just about to launch a new stem. Which is right here. This is a prototype, and what differentiates this stem from others in the market, it uses aluminium that's 75% recycled. When designing the process for the stem, we had the part alignment functionality in mind. We'd looked briefly at getting a bespoke fixture produced, and the quotes that I was getting were in the region of about £5,000, which as a small company, we just didn't need to do that, because we utilised the part alignment function. We were able to produce this fixture, a little bespoke fixture, in-house, and it probes the outside profile to ensure that second op is perfectly aligned. It's been hugely beneficial to us, obviously from a cost perspective, but also reducing scrap and keeping our parts looking beautiful. Another feature of Fusion 360's machining extension that we've utilised on the stem is the swarf toolpath. We looked at the approach of 3+2, that a lot of the machining on here is done in a 3+2 strategy. But from a cost-effective perspective, the swarf toolpath on this area that creates this chamfer is a really cost-effective way of doing it. And this approach with the 5-axis simultaneous, it definitely has saved us time from a machining perspective. As our company grows, the complexity grows with it as our investment in machinery increases. We're starting to need a system to be able to ultimately manage the company. So ProdSmart is going to hopefully deliver on that overall operational management piece as well. Ultimately, I started PEMBREE after a conversation with a chap on holiday who threw pedals away like a consumable item. A few years later, the fire to produce amazing products is still absolutely burning bright. And what amazing means to me is high quality products that function really well, put smiles on people's faces, and that ultimately don't cost the earth.